Hi, this is Dave Stone. I'd like to share with you a couple thoughts about first-rate living in the midst of a global crisis. What is first-rate living in a crisis? For me, it's a time to listen to what God has to say and what He has said. Second, I remind myself why first-rate exists in the first place. And third, how do we act aligned with our values, our love, give, serve, and enjoy, in what we call first-rate living? First, God has spoken many things over the ages to people that are in crisis. Here's one of my favorites. Don't be afraid. I've redeemed you. I've called you by name. You're mine. When you're in over your head, I'll be there with you. When you're in rough waters, you will not go down. When you're between a rock and a hard place, it won't be a dead end. Because I am God, your personal God, so don't be afraid. I am with you. I'll round up all your scattered children, every man, woman, and child, whom I have created for my glory. Yes, personally formed and made each one. First rate exists to give expression to God's character in our business, to our coworkers, to our customers, and to our communities. These are not your typical business values because we are not on a typical mission when we talk about giving expression to God's character. So we want everyone that we come into contact with to get a taste of who God is and what He's like through the values that we call first-rate living. Now, this third question of how will we act in this crisis, that question is unfolding. Our answers really don't have a script in a situation like what we're currently facing. But the spirit of first-rate living is a spirit that adapts to the moment and to the need. But the truth is, we will only see what we're looking for. We need to be looking. Let's look towards others and not just ourselves. Within the boundaries that are set by our governments, on our mobility and where we can go and what we can do, let's open our eyes. This is a time that we can reflect on the God that we know and the God that we serve, and who God is to you. This is a time of intensity where I hope that you will have a spiritual awakening and a spiritual renewal. And as I read earlier, God has said, don't be afraid, I am with you. For me, that's first-rate living.